Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is how we reverse a linked list. Okay, so if we go to the OneNote first, that so that we understand the logic behind it. Um, so what we have is what's going on here. Okay, give me the pen at least. Okay. Okay, here we go. We have the structure like this. What we are talking about is, for example, you have a start. Now start is pointing to the first node, and then the second, and the second one is pointing to the third, and the last one is grounded. That means it has a null in it, so we know it. But when we reverse it, basically what you got to do is, this was our last node, so this is gonna be our first node. That means start should point to the first node right here. Now this node, actually first node pointing to this, then this was pointing to this. Basically now we have a reverse. Now this should point to this, and this should point to this. So how we do that? So for that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have some two pointers. One is the previous and one is the forward. In beginning we put previous equals to null. Okay, and we run a while loop. If you could see here, we are running a while loop until the start is not equal to null. So when the start is equal start not equal to null, when the start is equal to null, we get out of this, because we will have at that point we have reached here. So when I reach it here, we're gonna stop. So that's how we have reached the last node. Okay, so what do we do? We said while, okay, start, it's not writing somehow, not equals to null. There's some problem in writing it, I don't know what, because the recorder maybe. Okay, while this thing happens, what are you gonna do? What we will do, our previous has null and forward should be here. How the forward will be here? We say forward equals start arrow link. If you could see here, we say forward equals start arrow link, so that forward jumps to the next node. Now you may wonder that if we have only one node, say for example we have only one node, what are you going to do at that time? Because maybe we have only this node, I mean this is null. Okay, so we are saying forward is equal to start arrow link. That means forward will have the null in it. Okay, so we have to see that situation also. So what is my first statement saying here is, I'm saying forward, my forward equals start arrow link. What's happening by that is forward comes here, because start arrow link is this thing, 20 is the address of this, so forward is pointing to this. Previous holds this time the null, and start the address of the first. Okay, what I should do is I should put into this forward arrow link, means this thing, we have to put here this 10. Okay, and in this 20 we're going to put null. In this 20 we're going to put null right now. So that is my previous. This time previous is having null. So what I'm going to say is, I can say start arrow link equals to previous. Start arrow link equals to previous. Is it? So I'm saying start arrow link is equal to previous. Okay, what's by that happening this time, at this mode of time, because previous is equal to null, so I'm saying start arrow link, that means this thing, put null here. So that means the address of this node is gone here, but we don't worry, because forward is pointing to this node because of this forward start arrow link. Okay, and here we got null, like this, like we have here the null. Now this is grounded, this node is grounded, the first node is grounded. Okay, now what should be in this link? What should be in this link? In its link it should be this thing which is held by the start. Is it or not? So if you go to the next line, we say previous equals start. Now we have to get the previous downside, and also start equals to forward. What I am doing here is I'm saying previous is equal to start and start is equal forward, so get them forward. So what's happening by the previous is equal start, previous is having null, so previous is having start, so we have the address, this guy, previous of this 10 address here, previous is equal start by saying that, because start is having the first address, and start equals to forward, get the forward start here, get the start here. Now start is here. Now is start is having 20 this time, right? So is start equal to null? No, it is not. So do it again. What you're going to do is forward is equal to start arrow link. That means forward is here now. Forward is pointing to this. Okay, forward is not here. So we have now situation. Previous is back node, first node, start is the mid node, and forward is actually forward, right? Now what you do is start arrow link, because what should be in this link should be the address of the first node. Now who is holding that? That's previous. So put in that the previous. So start arrow link equals previous. Start arrow link, then must drop into this the previous. That means this guy, that is the 10. That's what's happening here. We're getting 10 into it. That means this node is pointing to this node. Okay. Now get the guys forward. Means previous should be here, and get start should be here. Okay. So how that we do? We say previous is equal to start. So previous is no more here. Previous is here, and start is not here. Start is equal forward. Start is here, and now we again check the condition. We are here again checking the condition. Is start equal to null? No, it's not equal to null. It's 30. So we say start forward equals start arrow link, because forward is equal to start arrow link. Start arrow link is null, so forward is having this time null in it. Okay, and start is pointing to here. What should be start arrow link? That should be previous, because previous is here. So that's what we do. Start arrow link is called previous. Now get the previous, that is 30. That is the address of this node. Sorry, the previous, this node address is 20. Put the address of 20 here. That means this is linking to this. Good. And then we say start equal forward. Start, because we had to end somehow from the loop. That's now we can end, because start is equal forward means get the null into the start. Now start has the null in it, so that means this loop will come out. When you come out, start has null in it. So what you're gonna do is you got to say somehow that start should have this errors. Okay, before I'm saying start to forward, I must have said previous is equal to start. That means previous is no more here. Previous is with the end node. Okay, when the previous is the end node, okay, so start is equal to for is having the null. Now previous is pointing to this at this situation. Start is having the null, forward is having the null, but and these guys are linked beautifully like this. But the thing is that the start should point to the last node, and who has the address of last node, and that is nothing but the previous. So I should say, while getting out of this while loop, I should say here start equals to previous. Is it or not? Like I said here, start equals to previous, so that now start is pointing to the last node. Does it make sense? If you give it a go and run it, okay, let me run it. So we're creating some saying 1 to create in the main. Okay, enter data, say 1 to create. Now you will ask, you're gonna create a beginning or an ls. I will say at the end 2. So say 2, again create at the end, say 3, again create at the end, at the end is 2, and say 4. Now display this. Now we got linked list 1 2 3 4. Okay, but if you want to reverse it, say 3, so it has reversed it. Now display it back 2. Now we got 4 3 2 1. So we have reversed it beautifully. It's a very simple thing. We got 3 pointers: start, forward, and previous. First previous should have a null in it, because we want to get into the first node the null. So the forward should be 1 node ahead. How? What start is pointing, forward should be 1 node ahead of that. And into the start arrow link, then the node which start is pointing to, it should have the previous. The first time it should have a null, then next time it will not have a null, it will have a start in it, the same node, because start will be 1 step forward to the previous, and forward will be 1 step ahead of the start, because start arrow link forward. Okay, then at the end previous is equal start, and start is equal forward to get them forward. And if forward, if the start is not null, the forward again goes forward, right? And when it comes end of the loop, do what? Say start is equal to previous, simple as it is. So that start will point to the last node. You getting me? Okay, that's it.